City. This is your Synergy FC Amateur Welterweight Championship. Brought to you by Burt's Neighborhood Dispensary and KC Tintworks. This championship bout is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is the #1 contender with a perfect record of 6 victories and 0 defeats. Representing Marathon MMA by way of Olathe, Kansas, Stephen the Joker Heston. And across the cage, fighting out of the right corner, this man has a record of 6 victories and only 1 defeat. Representing Blue Collar Mafia by way of Cuba, Missouri, he is your reigning, defending Synergy FC Amateur Welterweight Champion, Jacob Highley.
We have head coach Trey Ogden out on assignment with Garrett Armfield tonight for UFC Canada, but he's got Miles Chopos Johns, another UFC fighter, in his corner tonight, along with Mason Pillow, Lucas DaCosta, and another former UFC fighter, Jake Collier, on the side of Jacob Highley, the champion. It's going to be very interesting how these early rounds play out.
A lot of measuring distance right now. Both gentlemen have over 5 fights in the amateur ranks, and in the state of Kansas, that allows them to be able to throw knees to the head at the amateur level. So keep that in mind as a factor tonight.
Right, and you see Heston, he keeps that really low stance. You know, always in position to explode.
Yeah, always ready to explode, always to make an entry, doing a good job of switching stances when necessary.
Yeah, Jacob Highley, the champion, he's truly just a well-rounded fighter, too. He's good everywhere. Step-in jab from Heston right there, the challenger.
Jacob Highley keeping his hands a little low tonight, though. Maybe a little worried about the takedown threat from Stephen Heston.
Yeah, right when you said that, that might be what it's from.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt Stephen Heston, multiple-time IBJJF Open champion. Ooh, as I say that, the big right hand of Jacob Highley stunned Stephen Heston for just a second.
Definitely affected Stephen Heston there. Heston came back with a shot of his own, but that was a powerful shot. The chin of Heston being tested early.
Like I said, you back Highley in a corner, and this guy is an absolute dog.
He is such a beast.
Ooh, big right hand of Stephen Heston of his own. Not out of the waters yet, though.
And you know, a big shot like that will wake up a guy like Stephen Heston. He's in on his first grappling exchange.
Yeah, doing a good job trying to throw a hook in there.
Jacob Highley, yeah, he's a tough guy to take down.
On the leg is Stephen Heston, but Highley hip-heisted right away and back up on his feet. Looking to reset to the middle.
And this is the style of Heston. He's always moving forward unless you give him something to, you know, move him back, as Highley has.
Yeah, moving forward tonight, though, has cost him just a little bit. As the nose gets bloodied, Jacob Highley finding the timing and the range distance as Stephen Heston tries to switch stances.
See, Heston always active with those kicks.
Elbow shield.
You know this one's going to have a high pace, as all these fights of both these guys do.
Unorthodox round here, but you know, Jacob Highley's #1 intangible, in my opinion, is the ability to make the fight awkward.
Right.
He's so good at disrupting you in the middle of each beat, right? There's a timing and a flow that comes between the exchanges. And Jacob Highley is so good at just catching you at the end of each range before you can reset and regroup and make these combos actually mean something. And we saw it here early in round number 1, leading to the drop of Stephen Heston. But when you got a guy like Heston, whose gas tank is, I mean, endless.
Yeah, both these guys have great gas tank.
He got put down for just a second and was right back on it. The second he gets stunned, the second he gets buzzed, you see him almost get even more amped than he was before, because he knows now it's time, I really got to start to perform.
See Heston bouncing up and down in his corner. Jacob Highley ready to go for round number 2. Heston immediately takes the center of the cage. There's Highley switching stances, being awkward, causing trouble for Heston.
Highley doing a good job cutting off the cage.
Got the leg. That might be what Heston needed.
Exposes back for just a second. Heston is an absolute finisher.
Right, you make one mistake and you get a guy like Heston on your back. It's a tough deal.
He's got to start to shimmy here. Heston's a little high. Great job throwing him off, but the high guard's still active. Elbow is free. Triangle on the backside, and Jacob Highley safe.
Yeah, great job by Jacob Highley right there.
Wow, and back on the double leg. Stephen Heston must have felt a little bit there.
Yep. Good job by Heston to get back to that grappling right there.
Passing into the chest-to-chest half guard here, controlling the far wrist.
This
is
is
Jacob Highley, though.
This is where he's really good.
He's got to clear this crossface here if you're Jacob Highley. Stephen Heston looking to heist that bottom leg and keep Highley's foot off the ground. If he's got his foot off the ground, though, like this, Highley can start to work the hips and try and shimmy them down his leg and hopefully get more of a kipping escape. But now we're in almost a full grapevine on that top leg.
Yep, very interesting timing on the takedown when it comes to the round and how we score it. Let's see if Heston's able to maintain control or Highley can get back up and get some more shots off.
Yeah, that's where the jiu-jitsu advantage comes into play, you know, really wrestling up from your knees and taking any shot attempt you can as your opponent's going backwards. Doing a good job fighting hands, though, for the second.
He got him.
Is Stephen Heston. He's got the chin. He's got his hands together.
Right, he's got a squeeze on him, too.
Jacob Highley fighting the hands well.
Punch the body.
Hips turned.
Now he's raining the ground and pound here.
Let's go.
Yeah, did a good job turning and not really trying to be overzealous. Taking what he can get is Stephen Heston.
Heston in complete cruise control right now on top. Dealing damage. Highley staying responsible.
Referee Nick Barron's taking a close look, though.
It's got just under 30 seconds to go.
Back exposed again. Jacob Highley, hips high. Let's see if he can start to shimmy Stephen Heston off. Working that body triangle on the far side, though. 10 seconds left here in the first round. I would hate to be a judge.
Whoa.
Armbar attempt on the backside, though. This might steal the round.
Wow. Great comeback round for Stephen Heston right there.
Everything we thought it would be in round number 2.
You know, you could give Highley round number 1 based off the striking, but that round, a lot of control time for Stephen Heston. Back and forth title fight here.
Awaiting the score from the judges.
Jake Collier there, giving the champ some instructions.
Looks like we have 2 judges with the scorecards tied. And our second judge, Greg Divablis, having Stephen Heston up 2-0.
Interesting. so. With those other two judges, this is a winner-take-all round. One round to decide it all. Highley, the champion. Heston, the challenger. And he starts round number 3, the challenger going forward. Yeah, both these guys, as we mentioned, great gas tanks on here. They know this round's important.
Measuring distance with the lead hand. Both gentlemen a little bit more hesitant to exchange here in round number 3.
And it's not that, you know, Heston had trouble taking him down. He just Highley slipped, made a mistake, and Heston capitalized. You know, it might take one mistake from one of these guys to decide this.
Two of the top amateurs in the country squaring off here tonight.
And they're both
our welterweight
hard.
championship.
Yep, swinging hard too.
Heston, forget those kicks. I want you to use your jab and get him on
Yep,
the cage.
and it's almost
Use your jab and get him
It's
on the
almost
cage.
that Highley has the striking advantage and Heston, you know, has the grappling advantage. We'll see how this plays
Miles
out.
John imploring Stephen Heston to get back on his jab.
Oh, good left hand by Heston.
Stay on him. Stay on him.
Yeah, Highley just, you know, with incredible timing.
Yeah,
You know, not allowing Stephen Heston to set his feet or get in any sort of rhythm. He does a great job of not backing straight up. Everything he does is at an angle and at an offbeat.
right.
You know, it's so frustrating to fight a guy like this because you never know where he's going to be at, even though it always seems like he's right in front of you.
Impossible to corral as the champion.
I mean, 7 punches have thrown from Stephen Heston this round. None of them has landed because Highley is just slipping right at the end of the range.
Like, see him veer off and then stop on a dime and unleash a counter. Finally, Heston's able to corral him for a moment. Good knee. Yeah, and this round's flying by, and it's super close.
45 seconds left here in round number 3 for our amateur 175-pound title.
And they want to take down attempt. They're going to get it. Beautiful single leg entry. That's huge for Stephen Heston right here to end the fight.
That could be the one that seals
a big
the deal.
Right, you can hear the corner. Miles Johns and Lucas DaCosta just said, shoot, go for the takedown. He got it.
15 seconds.
And we'll see how this final 15 plays out.
Leg drag! Leg drag! Leg drag! Punch it! Punch it!
But no question about it, both these guys, very high level. Both going to be professional fighters very soon. They got to test each other tonight.
Leaving it all out there. Only thing left now is the decision in our amateur welterweight title.
See both these guys, you know, right next to each other, getting checked up by the Johnsons. A little more damage on the side, if we're going to bring that into play, was in favor of Highley. But at the end of the 3rd round, we know the scorecards, 1-1 for 2 judges, and then 2-0 on the side of Heston. You know, we're either going to get a new champion or end still tonight. Either way, it's a pleasure to call both these guys fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Kevin Champion scores the bout 29-28 Heston Judge Mike Munoz scores the bout 29-28, Highley. And Judge Greg DeVilbiss scores the bout 28-29, your winner by split decision, and new Synergy FC Amateur Welterweight Champion, Stephen the Joker Heston.
Stephen Heston remaining undefeated inside of combat sports competition. 8-0 across all of his performances. And he captures the amateur welterweight title here tonight.
Both
at
those
Synergy
guys,
FC 15.
They're so tough. Both those guys are so tough to deal with.
I believe we will have one more intermission.
And it's a good one. Oh, my bad. Yep, that's your champ, Stephen Heston, Joker. But Jacob Highley definitely left it all out there tonight. Really close fight, only lost by a split decision, but the belt will change hands tonight.
All right, Mr. Heston.
And belong to Stephen Heston.
I'm standing here with the new champion. Tell me what's going through your mind right now.
All respect to Highley, he's a hell of a competitor. He's winning the match. Super appreciate the preparation that he put into this match so we can come around and put a show for you guys. This is a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, was anything surprising about preparing for the fight?
He hit really, really hard. I was expecting him to shoot a little bit more, strike a little bit less. He struck a little bit more, shot a little bit less. So I was expecting him to have a little bit more on the rest of the side, but his striking came up. His boxing was clean. He landed really good right hands. That was a surprise, but it was a good one. So.
Yeah, definitely a war between you two. Congratulations. What's next for you?
I'm just a soldier in the marathon army, so I don't discuss my orders without talking to the gym, of course. So I gotta get home, touch base with Trey out my head coach, and we'll decide what's next for them.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Heston.